The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Seahawks 1st down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now it's Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check, 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 check. Hey, watch it. 54. Mike, 54. Watch the street. Right there.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Sets up first down and
First and goal from just inside the 5. Now it's Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. This is Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sam Hubbard, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they go play action now. Burrow going deep downfield for it. Got his man complete.
Oh, yeah.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 85 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At the 30.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Play action. It's Burrow. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
15.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line.
54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Burrow on play action. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, That defense, they're leaping in shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Across midfield at the 48.
On 2nd down now. Mixon. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Right there, 54, right there.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the 1st half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's brought down. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
Bengals 37. Seahawks 3. Randy.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10. At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You get it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
57, Mike 57.
From the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
A quick toss out right, and he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 26 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Bengals 45, Seahawks 3. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.